Hey, what's up, Rattlers? So it is August of 2019, which means it is time for the summer Pomona Reptile Super Show. There's one in August, there's one in January, and I'm at both of them because I absolutely love this show. You know, there are so many just amazingly awesome vendors, so many cool people, and so many really amazing reptiles. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna check out the August 2019 Pomona Reptile Super Show and dole out a whole new batch of the Rattle Awards.
I'm Dāv Kaufman, and I tour the world to see how reptiles are living in the wild. And while I'm at it, checking out some of the most amazing facilities and reptile expos as well. It's all about learning, appreciation, and conservation. So come with me and join my Reptile Adventures.
At Rainbow Mealworms, we grow all our insects 100% naturally so that you get the freshest, most lively feeders on the market. So for all your reptile food needs, place your order today at rainbowmealworms.net.
Alright, Rattlers, here's Edgar from Gecko Jen. You guys may remember that he won the January Pomona Rattle Awards for the best booth here, but look what he's got now. Wow, these are incredible. So this is a brand new development. Yeah. Tell us all about it.
Well, in fact, this is something that I've used for a very long time in my operation. So basically what I've done is created this sort of artificial structures to use in my enclosure so that the geckos are off the ground and they feel more like in an arboreal habitat. And so, you know, I decided to start sharing these prototypes, and it's something that anybody can make, but, you know, we need to put in the time and the design and all this.
Absolutely.
We've designed this line of products now, and it should be coming into the market pretty soon in a massive scale, hopefully.
Nice.
So basically, it's really just a tree. You know, it's a tree trunk basically, and we call it stick-on habitats. I've used it for many times. I've coined that term for a very long time. And the most important aspect of these things is that you're not going to find these things on the bottom of your cage, because we've taken care of the fact that we're using industrial strength suction cup, right? And so we're also using some sort of rough material. We make this roughness so that the gecko can actually help itself and shed.
Yeah, great.
And we actually took it a step further and make sure that it's easy to clean, because that's also very important. You know, it's not just the gecko, but it needs to be easy for us as well. So with all that in mind, we have the stick-on habitats, and this is the tree hide, and there will be a few more elements coming out soon.
Wow, these are fantastic. What is this made out of?
So it's a very light foam material that we actually mix as we are making this prototype.
That is really light. And then the interior, oh, so it looks like there's glass in the front, but there's not here.
No, it's not. It's actually a tree hollow. It's like a hide. And so it's like a hollow tree trunk. And basically, you know, the same guy that provides the cylinders for me makes this cheap version for me, so that I could like practice on it.
That's fantastic.
And that's basically what we lined up the inside with, so that it's easy for you to clean. And we also keep it kind of light so that you can observe your gecko, because otherwise you can't see your animals.
That is fantastic. And look at this. At $25, that's priced perfectly. Wow. You know, I love coming to your table and seeing all the innovations you're coming up with. You're a pioneer.
Well, you know, I thank you for that. Actually, I do pride myself on continuous improvement and innovation, and that's the name of the game. We don't have to settle for like the norm. We can always step outside of the box, and you know, don't be scared of like trying something new. There's always going to be critics on the good side and on the bad side, but as long as you believe in what you're doing, just go for it.
I could not have said that better myself, man. Again, you're a pioneer. These are just amazing. Thanks for showing these off. Rattlers, so now it's the search for the best lizard here that's going to win the August 2019 Pomona Reptile Super Show Rattle On Awards for the best lizard. Man, there's a lot of competition, but I think I found it. Here at Herp Cult, where I have found this amazing albino blue tegu. Now, tegus are native to the South America, so Argentina and Paraguay and Uruguay in that area, but when it comes to giant lizards, man, you know, monitors have kind of, you know, taken front seat to tegus, but when you see something like this, an albino blue tegu, you just gotta love tegus, and those monitors have got to take a back seat to these guys. So tegus are really fast-growing lizards. They can grow up to 75% of their adult size in their first year. So this particular albino blue tegu is 3 years old. But when they're young, they're omnivores, so they eat plant matter and they also eat a lot of insects. But when they grow up to their adult size like this, they eat meat almost exclusively, and that's rats and chicken and mice and other kinds of meats. They're really easy to care for, and if you want this guy, he's only $4,000. So when it comes to tegus, let's face it, there's not a lot of morphs available. So when I came across this albino blue tegu, you can see why this is my pick for the August 2019 Pomona Reptile Super Show Rattle On Awards for the best lizard here. So when it comes to who is going to win the Rattle On Awards for the best snake here, man, this was a really, man, this is always such a hard decision until I saw this particular snake at Cashman Reptiles. And here he is, Rattlers. I'm at Cashman Reptiles, and this beautiful retic is a purple sunfire pied. This is the world's only sunfire pied in existence. And as a lot of you know, I am super huge into pieds, usually ball pythons, but man, when you add pied to retic, the base morph of pied retics is incredible. But then to add purple sunfire to pied, whew, man. All right, so this is John Cashman. You produced this beautiful snake. How did you feel when you first saw this guy out of the egg?
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, did you do a little happy dance, or is that?
Not quite a dance, but that was pretty happy. So the mom was a lavender sunfire, the dad was a pied head albino, so I bred those two together, and then I raised up the sunfire double heads, so they could go on either way. Can we have white or head purple? Two different looking sunfires. Then bred them together, and then when the babies hatched, there was a purple sun and then purple sunfire.
Wow! Now this is the world's first, right?
As far as I know, I haven't seen anybody post anything. So.
Wow. Absolutely fantastic snake. So when you add pied to, like, let's say ball pythons, most of us know what a pied ball python looks like. But when you add pied to retic, you still retain that dorsal pattern, and about halfway down and throughout the belly, that's where the white comes in, and that's what makes pied retic so really incredible, because you get to keep a lot of those colors throughout the entire snake. And then again, on the belly is where you have the white. And it just makes for an absolutely outstanding morph in retics. So you guys can really see why this is my pick for the August Pomona Reptile Super Show Rattle On Awards for the best snake here. All right, so I just ran into these rattlers. What are your names?
Hello, my name's William.
Hi, and what'd you get there?
We got a little hognose today.
So where'd you get them from?
We got them from the stand over there. It says geckos. But
Yeah, that guy just over there. Yeah, I know him, yeah. Hey, what you got there? Wow, is this your first bearded dragon?
No.
No? How many bearded dragons do you have?
It's my first brother's bearded dragon.
Oh, I see. Wow, that is so nice. This is your bearded dragon? Wow, is this your first one? That's awesome. All right, what's your name?
My name is Genesis.
Jennison and Elijah. What'd you get there?
I have a gargoyle gecko here.
Oh, look at that beauty. And you got it from Gecko Jen, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And what'd you get there?
The coral
glow ball
Coral glow, look at that. That is everybody's favorite morph, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I just ran into this rattler. Look at that shirt.
my God.
You know, this is the first time that I've ever seen like one of my shirts off of my merch, how they look. That is fantastic.
It's awesome, man. You're the
Oh,
reason I'm here, dude.
that's
I saw
awesome.
The first time you went over here, like a few years ago.
Yeah.
On a reptile show, and I was like, there's one in Pomona. So then I came down here, and then I think one year I couldn't find the ball python that I was looking for.
Yeah.
I saw your whole series on Brazilian rainbow boas.
Ah, so you got a Brazilian.
Yeah, I'm
That's
looking for one,
awesome.
though.
What's your name, man?
Nick.
Nick, great meeting you. All right. Look at these little rattlers right here. What are all your names? What's your name? And yours?
Ellie, Bethany, Jeremiah.
I got Ozzy Boyd's great t-shirt, man. Oh, I just ran into these rattlers right here. What's your name, pal?
My name's Brandon.
Freebird.
Awesome. And what'd you guys get here?
A Brazilian rainbow boa, a red albino hognose, a Cruzio Hylocaspidopus.
Oh, nice.
I know, I've got one at home. I'm super excited for this project.
Nice. A rainbow boa. And ooh, look at that little hoggy.
I know, it's so red.
Wow. And you got a triceratops over here.
Baby triceratops.
Look at that. Awesome. How long you guys been keeping reptiles?
Her for a year.
Yeah, me a solid year.
I've been doing it as long as I've been alive, so 22 years.
Fantastic. Well, great meeting you guys. All right, have fun. All right, which one of us had this accident? Me or Mike Clarkson? All right, so I just ran into this rattler. What's your name?
Megan,
Megan. And what'd you get, Megan?
a little crested gecko.
Oh, that's awesome. Is this your first one?
Yes, I got the tank all set up at home already.
Then that's the way to do it.
Oh yeah, I did a bunch of research beforehand, all the good stuff.
I wish more people were like you. That is absolutely awesome. Cool. All right, well, enjoy your little guy there. That guy
Thank you
is-
so much. It was so nice to meet you.
Rattlers, when it comes down to the best Chelonian for the August 2019 Pomona Reptile Super Show Rattle-On Awards for the best Chelonian, check out what I found at SoCal Reptiles, where I have found the most amazing tortoise. You guys know what this is? This is actually a Galapagos tortoise, and this is about a year old, and look at how big he is at a year old. Now, these guys, as we all know, these are giants. And the reason why I selected this tortoise to be the August 2019 Pomona Reptile Super Show Rattle-On Award winner for the best Chelonian here, so I'm actually planning a trip to the Galapagos within the next few months, and I just cannot wait to get out in the wild and see these guys. And Galapagos tortoises, there's different species on every different island in the Galapagos, and not a lot of people know that. And that's one of the things I'm going to be focusing on that trip, is going island hopping in the Galapagos and seeing each individual species of Galapagos tortoise. But look at this beautiful tortoise. Again, he's about a year old, and this one was produced by Jerry Fife. Now, what's interesting about Galapagos tortoises is that they aren't born with this color. They actually have white spots in between each of the scutes when they come right out of the egg, and then those white spots kind of disappear as the turtle gets older. So again, this one's about a year old, and you can see those spots are totally absent at about a year old. These are just absolutely amazing tortoises. So here's Reed from SoCal Reptiles. So talk a little bit about the legality of having Galapagos tortoises and breeding them in our domestic situations.
Right, we get that question here a lot, and we have a little information slide on there. So of course all the babies that you see in the private sector are 100% legal. They were not ever taken off the island.
Right.
Their great-great-grandparents, maybe when it was legal back in about the 1900s, I think there was something known as the Townsend Expedition, which was kind of like the founder stock for all the United States adults, and some of those guys are still alive down at the San Diego Zoo, which is crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
They've been there the whole time the zoo's been open, and the zoo just turned 100.
Wow.
And they came there big.
Wow.
So who knows how old they are. So the restriction on them is if you want to move them between states for commercial purposes, you need to obtain a United States Fish and Wildlife Service captive bred wildlife permit. And now the buyer and the seller need to have that permit in order for the transaction to take place. So they're 100% legal, 100% captive bred, conceived here. The adults were born here. I mean, they're 100% legal when you follow those guidelines.
How can you not love Galapagos tortoises? This guy is going to grow up to be a giant, and you know what? This guy's going to outlive us all. Tortoises are extremely long-lived, and this guy, just being a year old, he again is going to outlive us all. So you can really see why this Galapagos tortoise wins the August 2019 Pomona Reptile Super Show Rattle-On Award winner for the best Chelonian here. So Rattlers, I hope you really enjoyed the August 2019 Pomona Reptile Super Show. I absolutely love coming to huge shows like this. But again, as I always say, you know, support your smaller local reptile expos as well. So as always, hit that subscribe button when you do hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Visit our sponsors, their links are in the description below. So until the next reptile adventure, love the planet, feed your reptile obsession, and rattle on.